Hi everyone, it's Christine. I'm back and I just wanted to update you on everything that I've been up to. And I've decided that I really want to continue this video blog. So I'm here and you'll probably be seeing more of me going forward. Um, I've been on a long journey. As you know, I'm a new mom, and my baby is now a year and a half old. She's 20 months old, so a little over a year and a half. And wow, so much happens when you have a baby. Your whole life shifts and turns upside down, and everything that you were doing um, is now focused on your baby. So I knew that, and I was ready to go down that road. But what I didn't prepare myself for was all of the insecurities that would come up from being a new mom. When you have a baby, you really get stretched to the limit, and you're so exhausted and so tired, and everything's new, and everything keeps changing every day, every week, every month. And just when you feel like you've mastered one aspect of parenthood, then something new gets thrown your way. And I know this is a story of life. I just felt that for me, it was truly magnified by becoming a mom. And as much as I wanted this in my life, I wasn't prepared for the amount of personal growth that it would require of me as a person. So here I am a year and a half later, and I finally feel like I'm a mom. That's kind of weird to say, but yeah, and so many issues I've had to deal with. Everything from going through, you know, body image issues. When you become a mom and you get pregnant, you gain so much weight, and I didn't think that body image was an issue for me. I mean, it was at one point in high school. I thought I had overcome all of that, but wow, when the pounds just don't melt off like you thought they would as quickly as you thought they would, everything comes up. And I'm sure you who are new moms or have been or are a mom, you understand what I'm talking about. And for those of you who've gained weight quickly and haven't been able to lose it, you probably also know what I'm talking about. But that's just one issue I was dealing with. That and clothes not fitting, and just wanting to hide out, and just feeling not confident in myself because just everything was falling apart, really. And I know that that was happening now. I know that that's happening for me and not to me, because the universe wants you to move in the direction of your own happiness, your own life purpose. So it's helping you along and ushering you on the way. So those things that come into your life are really there for you to grow. And boy, did I grow. So here I am. I've been searching for what kind of career I would be pursuing post baby. There's now the time struggle of trying to manage life with baby and life, just having less time in general. And that was because I was a full time mom. And I realized that that was not something I could do long term. I love my baby, but I think that for some people it's their dream to be a stay at home mom. And for me, that was not my dream. For me, I wanted to stay at home for the first year, but it was time to move on. And so I did. And my baby is happily in daycare. She is loving it, growing, learning every day. And now I have time to dedicate to my own work. So during this journey, I've really looked deep, searched really deep into my soul to identify what I want to do with my life. what really gets me excited, what really makes me tick. There's so many different interests I have, and I've shared a lot of that with you during the past few years. You know, you've seen my journey to going into fashion design school, and that was a really amazing journey for me. It got me to New York, which was one of my biggest goals and dreams was to live in New York, and here I am. You know, this is my, let's see, this is my fourth apartment in New York already, which means this is the fourth year, which is crazy, 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 that I've been here since 2009 or 8, was it? 2009, 2009, 10, 11, 12. Yes, year four. And that was one dream that I had achieved. And going to fashion school started my journey in a whole different direction. And now I know that creating an eco fashion line is in my future at some point. I wasn't sure what would come first, that or my interest in health coaching or health, something related to health and food, um, and healing. But my soul was calling. And when your soul calls, it doesn't always make sense. It really doesn't. And that's how I know my soul is calling. And it's just not my ego or my mind trying to get me to do things that I feel like I should be doing. Rather, I'm allowing the things that are in my soul to come forth. So I am going to be starting culinary school, believe it or not, yet one more program. I feel like life is telling me that my entire life will be a journey of learning. So to get over the idea that 1 degree is it, 2 degrees are it. Once you have your master's, that's your career forever. Because that's not. This is really a life journey. So I'm going to be going to Natural Gourmet Institute, which has been calling my name for several years, but I just didn't really understand how becoming a gourmet chef would have anything to do with fashion. Or I understand how it has something to do with my nutrition interest, but not with fashion. And but I knew it was calling me, and I have a personal agenda with that. My baby, who is now 1.5, really does not like to eat her vegetables, and I've really been struggling to get her to eat vegetables. And so it's been wow. And I like to eat healthy, and I like to feed my family healthy food, and just being a mom, not having the time to really cook, so getting healthy takeout, which is not really healthy, but it's the next best thing. Choosing the best things on the menu, finding a natural or organic place. Those are all great, but that's not the ideal scenario. So now culinary school is in my future, believe it or not, and it's a really condensed program because I'm going to go full time. I had to make that decision whether I wanted to spread it out and do part time, but that would take away nights and weekends way, or whether to go full time and just go for it all the way. So I decided to go for it. It doesn't make sense, but I know that there are things I want to do with it. And on my New Year's resolutions or things to accomplish one day, becoming a gourmet chef has always been there. It's very strange, but it may not seem strange to you, but to me, who's been in so many different fields that have nothing to do with food, and I've actually never really cooked. I've always thought of myself as the non-cook, is the person who's the career-oriented person that focuses on that rather than the home. It's a little strange, but now that I'm a mom, it makes perfect sense. That's really what I need to do to feed my family healthy food and to get my health in order. And then I'm going to save the rest for another video because there's so much that has been going on. But I just wanted to let you know that life will throw you things that may not make sense. You may get ideas that of things that you want to do. You want to do. You just don't know when or where or how that's going to happen. or maybe you do. And if you do, and you feel that the time is now, you get the idea and you think about it, the idea is coming to you at this point in your life for a certain reason. And it could be that it's calling you right now because it's the right time. So the bells might be going off in your head, your heart might be saying, wow, this would be a great opportunity. And anytime you get those feelings, I would urge you to just go for it. Um, you'll be happy about the results. And even though the process seems long and you're taking a long time to gain skills, learn new things, I promise you that at the end of all of this, it'll all come together. Right now, it's building pieces of your life, and each step is required to get you to where you ultimately want to go. So, I'm glad to be back and talk to you, and I would love to hear from you and to hear how all of you are doing. Leave me a comment or possibly some videos. I'd love to see what you've been up to. All right, I will talk to you soon. Bye.